Hello, Maverick Nation. If you're seeing me again, well, guess what? That means Season 3 of Bullpen Bites is now on the horizon. Our fall sports have finally dropped their full schedules. I'm excited to get back out here with you guys. I hope you guys are excited to get back into another full year of UNO athletics. Being that these schedules have dropped, well, let's go ahead and get right into things and see what we got looking forward to this fall. Let's start off with women's soccer, who will, of course, once again kick everything off here in less than a month when they take the field at Cornelia on August 5th. They will open the year with K-State. From there, they'll head up to Vermillion to go and take on the Yotes of South Dakota on the 8th. The rest of the schedule shakes out kind of like this for the Mavs out on the pitch here after South Dakota. They will come back for Iowa State, head out to northern Iowa, Green Bay, and a potential rivalry trip down I-80 to Nebraska, returning the favor for the Huskers and coming into Cornelia last season. From there, the Mavs are home for 5 straight with Lindenwood, Idaho State, Drake, Creighton, and St. Thomas before heading down to Tulsa to take on ORU. From there, they come back to play UMKC, head out to North Dakota, back for a 2-game stand with North Dakota State and South Dakota, throw in South Dakota State as well before heading out to St. Thomas. Senior Day, October 29th against Oral Roberts, rounding out the season on November 1st with UMKC. Now, moving over to volleyball. Well, the ladies kind of have a little bit of a you could say up and down non-conference schedule this year. This year could leave them fairly battle-tested for when they do start out Summit League play, especially with who they'll be hosting right before jumping into Summit League. But for their non-conference, they will start out the year August 15th, hosting Wichita State. From there, they travel out to northern Iowa, 2 games up at Wazoo for a tournament up there in Pullman, Washington, against Washington State and Central Michigan. Come home for the Omaha tournament, where they will face Western Michigan, La Tech, and Chicago State, before then heading back out on the road for 3 games at the Northern Arizona tournament, where they will face Northern Arizona, UC Riverside, and Grand Canyon. And from there, they will head over to Des Moines to go play Drake and finish out the non-conference this regular season against a very good K-State team. And from there, Summit League play now opens up, where they will hit the road to start Summit League play against North Dakota and North Dakota State. Come back October 1st, where they will host South Dakota State, South Dakota and St. Thomas, head out to Oral Roberts, UMKC, before coming back home for North Dakota State and North Dakota. Then it's back on the road for South Dakota State, and St. Thomas, before finishing out the year at home with UMKC and Oral Roberts. Now for men's soccer, they will get the season started towards the later half of August. But as for what their schedule shakes out to be, they will start off the year August 20th as they host Eastern Illinois. And then on the 23rd, for new student convocation, they will be hosting the Panthers of Florida International, before then hosting Bradley on the 27th. September 3rd, their first actual road game, as they will head out on the road to Utah Valley and play at UCLA before coming home on September 10th to play the Bulldogs of Yale. During this homestand, they will also host St. Mary's before heading out to Western Illinois. Then it's a 3-game homestand, and as for the first time, the Mavericks welcome in the Delaware Blue Hens on September 26th. The Dodge Street Derby the 29th with Creighton, and then host Nebraska Wesleyan October 3rd. From there, they will head out to UMass on October 10th. Come back for a 2-game stand with Oral Roberts and Drake. Finish the road slate of the year here at St. Thomas. And then on Halloween, they will finish the regular season as they host the Roos of UMKC. Now, for all of these games so far, our all times are still to be determined, but we do at least now have dates. I am certainly looking forward to getting back out here and cheering with you guys and just raising some Maverick hell. Pardon my language there. But I'm especially excited because things have finally worked out. Where now I've got some better equipment. But that's right, your boy's going to have a GoPro to finally film games this year. Here now, starting out the first couple of games of the season, probably still going to be figuring some things out. So they have to forgive me if things look a little shaky to start the year. But hopefully that means the quality of these videos is going to start getting a little bit better here as we film on game days. I'm excited to try all of this out and see how it looks for you guys. Now, one quick thing, because I know I discussed this as part of my season ending video a couple of weeks back. The ruling for soccer on if they will go to a year-round European schedule. So now, the last that I had heard about this about a week or so ago, the NCAA actually received messages from over 20 member conferences against going to a full European schedule. So for right now, the stance is scheduling will stay the way it is both men's and women's soccer will not be going into a European year-round schedule, at least for now. Now, if they vote on this again next year, we'll see what happens. And so now, I've heard a lot of people saying that the compacted schedule that men's and women's soccer does play, it can be a little detrimental to the student athletes with severely decreased recovery times. On that point, I would agree. Because most times, you're having maybe 2-3 days to recover before you play again in some situations. But we will have to see how this scheduling question works out later on. And I still don't like the idea of going to a fully European schedule. Hopefully at some point we can find a happy medium. But we will certainly see. Either way, I am so excited to get out and get back to filming games with you guys. We're going to have some new cheers. We're going to try and debut at soccer this year. But until then, and as always, go Mavs, and we'll see you in the bullpen.